Great. I don't know where I'm going with this. Should I mute while I do this introduction?
No,
Don't.
we want to hear.
Fine,
Don't
fine,
mute.
fine.
Do not.
I won't. Anyways.
What happened?
What?
Never mind. 1 second.
You look like you're like in the Secret Services or something. You're just like, oh yes,
Sounds
right
like
away.
he's on a phone call.
Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to the first episode of what I've been calling it Identity Unknown. I don't really have a better name for it at the moment, and I mean it's pretty apt. If you don't know, the premise of this is that these four have blank character sheets in front of them. I have all their information. They know nothing about their character, and as they play, they figure out their stats, their modifiers, their abilities, and we're gonna try a campaign like that. I've mentioned in Reddit, but I saw this idea 6 years ago, and I was like, one day I'll try it, and that day is today. It's come full circle. It was like the first campaign idea that I had ever seen that was not English, that I ever saw on Reddit. So being able to finally do it is kind of neat. In terms of streaming, I think we're going to try for 3 out of 4 Mondays a month. And if I'm correct, we cannot do next Monday, right, Rhett?
Yeah, I can't next Monday.
Okay. Trying to think. Anyways. I'm sure people will tell us if there's something wrong, so let's just get started.
Ellie's tiny again.
God damn it.
You know, it's just meant to be. Thumbelina.
I don't want to touch it because your feed keeps going back, so I mean it'll fix itself eventually, I assume. Regardless. The first sensation you notice is a cold brushing against your skin. Almost like frozen silks shifting past. The next is the weight. Light. An all-encompassing hug. A pressure that keeps you from moving. Slowly, a gentle burn begins in the pit of your stomach, getting stronger by the second. It spreads to your lungs, becoming piping hot and aching. You move to clutch at your throat as the fire continues to spread, feeling the lethargy at which your limbs respond to you. You go to take a breath, but something in your body refuses to listen. Some baser instinct overriding your need to breathe. Maybe for the best. The pain reaches a culmination, and your eyes burst open. Hands tight around your throat as you realize you're deep underwater. Faint, glowing light shines deep down from above, illuminating the gloomy pits at the bottom where you find yourself. You struggle, legs flailing, arms pumping with all of your might, just as you reach for the bright light. You feel a slight, cold, yet gentle, shove from below, and it's just enough for you to breach the surface, gasping in the damp, clean air around you. You struggle as you gently float, dazed and unseeing, before a gentle wave knocks you into what feels like sand. You crawl. Your body screams at you as you trudge onto the mossy banks of what appears to be a lake. Your last sight, though, as you stare up, falling on your back before the darkness takes you once again, is a brilliant pillar of glowing light that burns away a heavy fog that you don't remember noticing before. Sometime later, you come to, unsure of how long you've been out, but you take a moment to get your wits about you. As you stand on wobbling legs, arms out, holding you to balance. You notice you're not alone. You look left, right. 3 other individuals seem to be sprawled out amongst the grasses around you, all in varying states of dress, none of which familiar to you. You look back. Although there is still a heavy fog permeating the air around you, the brilliant light that was shining before is still erupting from what seems to be a crystal pillar in the center of this lake. The light itself, as it continues to glow, burns the fog away from the surrounding area, letting you see the bright sunshine down on you in the crystal clear waters. It's at this point you look down and you notice you're no longer wet. If you had been to begin with, your clothes are dry. Familiar, perhaps, yet alien all the same. You see hacks, you see belts, none of which you remember putting on. You don't remember how you found yourself here. As you stand up, media file, please. Video. These are your 4 characters. I know no one's really seen anything about them before, but these are them. Chaz.
Yes.
As you get to your feet, your heavy leathers, the furs draping your body, weigh you down, force your knees to wobble as you had just pushed your way from the bottom of the lake. You look around. Tied at your waist seems to be a staff of sorts, a two-headed flail, it seems. Nothing else seems familiar to you, though. That, however, calls to you.
Okay. It's attached to my belt, you said?
Yes.
And everyone else is just... How closer is everyone else?
They're maybe 5-10 feet from you.
Okay. I'll grab the scepter or staff or flail thing,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe try and see if there's anything on it that might give me a hint of something.
As you inspect it, you notice the staff itself, it seems to be made of some sort of metal brushed to be gold, but the rod itself seems to be a skeletal hand holding what seems to be a bow or an arc of sorts, and tied to it are these 2 spiked metal balls that just flow gently back and forth in the gentle breeze.
Is there anything else on my person?
Make an investigation check. First roll.
Okay.
Your bonus for this is +0.
+0. Got it. Alright.
This guy is not a wizard.
Wizard?
Surprise,
What do you
surprise.
mean? Investigation is wisdom.
What?
Wait, no,
Investigation's
it's not.
intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
I lie. I lie.
Liar.
Why?
Let's see if this works. 16.
16.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. As you rifle through your pack, your pouches, there's very little on you. You seem to have what is a small totem carved from, it seems to be ivory, and in the form of some sort of predator animal. It kind of looks like a mix between a wolf and a hyena.
Okay.
On top of that, you find a couple of ready-made kits. One with a lot of vials and oddly colored liquids within them. And another one with a lot of plants and herbal bits and bobs. You can see there's a mortar and pestle within it. The bandages. All sorts of things. You also find what seems to be a very fluffy and warm blanket.
Is it cold out?
It is a
Or
little
am I
chilly.
pretty warm?
Though,
Okay.
despite the chill, you are dressed in pretty thick leather clothing that is all fur-lined on the inside. So, despite that, you are quite warm.
Okay, well, do I see anyone else moving, or are they just, like, sitting there,
Looking
unconscious?
to your immediate right, there does seem to be someone who is getting to their feet. You notice what seems to be a lilac kind of long-haired individual dressed in what seems to be confusing clothing for you. Compared to you, at least, there are vests upon vests. There's long trousers, high boots. There's about 4 belts going across the chest alone, not even the ones across the waist. You also do notice there seems to be a rapier of sorts that they're using to kind of push themselves up. Aubrey.
Okay. I'll approach the strange person and maybe help them to their feet.
Aubrey,
And
what are you doing?
I'll say, who the hell are you?
We're having trouble hearing you, Athens.
Oh. That is
You're
Aubrey.
clear.
Oh, that's me?
Yes. Sorry, I will continue to speak louder.
I missed that part. I wasn't paying attention. I think this was me.
Oh, is it still really quiet to you guys?
I hear fine.
I hear you.
I just had to turn down the music volume.
Oh,
but
I
can
see.
hear
Oh,
you
yeah.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just turned
I
it
turned
all
down
the way
like
down.
global
Just
volume.
sitting there like,
It kept
hello?
changing song and
You
then it
hear
was loud
me?
again, so I just changed the global.
Gotcha.
Basically, I came and walked up to you, helped you up, and asked who the hell you were.
It's a good question. Couldn't tell ya. The ringing in my ears that won't stop, though. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing here
Point
or
to
how
the
I
other-
got here.
Point to the other two on the ground. These friends of yours?
No fucking clue who they are. Are they starting to kind of look like they're waking or coming to as well? Or?
Yes, as you kind of awkwardly talk amongst yourself, both of them do kind of roll over. One of them spewing a couple of mouthfuls of water. Clearly wasn't able to hold their breath the entire time, perhaps. But you notice a tall, kind of lithe individual, yellowish blonde hair with what look to be like spots in it. You can see baggy clothing with lots of belts as well. What seems to be a mask or a hand sitting at the side. as well as a woman with pitch black hair flowing, also dressed in many furs, with what seems to be elegant and ritualistic tattoos spread across her entire body. Both of you, like, you are welcome to get up. Do shit.
I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna turn to the scary-looking lady beside me, and be, excuse me, do you know where we are?
Does it look like I know where we are?
I don't know what that would look like, but I, for one, just drowned, and I'm not wet. Spit up some water, stood up, have zero idea who I am, and am kind of confused. I'm just gonna start going through my pockets and stuff to see if there's any notes or anything that's useful.
Okay. You can also make an investigation check. Your modifier is +1.
The rest of us?
This is
Or
for
just-
Rhett.
Okay.
I mean, unless you guys also want to rifle through your pockets, you're welcome
I
to.
would like to also rifle through my pockets.
I also would. Yeah, I think we all want to do that.
Okay, I'm just, you should just make sure you're explicit. Ellie, you're
Sorry.
also a +1 for your investigation check, and Aubrey, yours is a +2.
Oh, smart guy.
Fancy.
Smart or he's proficient in it.
17.
That's what I was trying to figure out whether to edit.
Do we know what our proficiency bonus is?
I meant to let you know beforehand, but I will let you know as you do the check if you think you are proficient in something.
Okay, cool.
For you, Rhett, as you rifle through your pockets, you look around, and you notice a couple of interesting things. You have a kit filled with beakers, pipettes. There are other tools of trade, like small flasks filled with some liquid, some solvents. Seems to be some sort of supply kit. You also have one with lots of different clothing, some makeup, a few other things, as well as a handful of beads. A bunch of gelatinous, kind of somewhat clear beads in a pouch. There's maybe about 20 of them. Ellie, as you rifle through your pockets, you find some interesting things. Well, perhaps interesting for someone who is not aware of anything. You find what seems to be a curved dagger with runes scribbled all along it. You find a kit with what seems to be a mortar and pestle, some pouches, vials, some herbs, and all that. You also find a bag with what seems to be these beautifully colored animal bones. All sorts of shapes and sizes, all sorts of different colors that seem to have been dyed, as well as a fang that has been banded with a little bit of metal and is on what seems to be a keychain of some sort.
Hear that, guys? I own something. Property.
And lastly, Aubrey, as you rifle through your pockets, you find almost nothing. You have the rapier that you used to help stand up.
Sick.
You notice that there's actually a slight weight to your back, and you look, and there is a lute strung across your back. And you find a dagger, and that's it.
Is Aubrey a female?
That's a good question.
Just want to confirm.
You get a little close, and you kind of look.
I did help him her up.
Make an insight check.
Alright.
Your modifier is a +4.
Ooh, am I proficient in that?
As you kind of take a look, there's nothing that screams. You don't feel confident in your insight abilities, I will say.
Damn.
Just
I'm wise as fuck.
Also, you'll have to tell me your rolls. I can't see them right now. With how
I got
have
an
things
18
set
on my
so,
insight.
18, okay. As you kind of take a look at their body, their figure, you get some sort of feeling that tells you they are born male, but you're not sure about them in general.
Okay, so I'm confused.
Some sort of feeling, hey Chaz?
Yeah, some sort of feeling. I don't even know what my sexuality is, so. Okay, well, I'll talk to Aubrey's character and say, maybe we should go and talk to the others and see if they know something.
Do I recognize anything about where we are at all? Like, nothing? It's just, whoa, where the fuck?
Taking a look around, nothing seems familiar to you. As you look, make a perception check. Your modifier is a +4, and as you look around, your eyes kind of roam with a practiced ease to having kept watch many times.
21.
Side note, that means you're proficient. A 21. Very good. Your eyes roam. You pick out the crystal clear waters. At the very center is a small island where a kind of claw-shaped, jagged pillar with embedded glowing crystals is still putting out this beam of light. All surrounding the lake itself are these half-toppled, half-arched pillars as well. The ground itself has these slight faint wisps of blue kind of energy that just seems to slowly dissipate. But nothing seems familiar to you. Nothing at all.
Can I look around at like the terrain to see if it's like something I would recognize? Like if like just like the type of ground and stuff, like if we're in a warm area or like a cold area?
Sure. Make a nature check. Your modifier is a +1.
Can I tell what time of day it is?
Looking up, now that the pillar is slowly burning away the fog surrounding you, you can actually see the sun is just about to peak. It seems to be about early morning.
Okay.
Or, well, I say early morning as the sun's about to peak. It's like morning. Pushing afternoon.
Okay.
Seven.
Kind of hard to tell. On the horizon, past the lake, you can see trees and trees all around you, but no memories, no bit of knowledge of nature seem to pop up for you, and you can't quite discern whether or not you're in a warm or a cold or a temperate climate. You can tell, however, it is a chilly morning, especially with how much fog was resting around this area.
Alright, I guess we'll go over and chat with them then.
You're 5-10 feet away.
You lot got any food? I'm starving.
Can I check in my bag to see if I have any food? I know I have animal bones, but do we have any rations? Whoa, I'm huge.
Yeah, I'm fixing that right now. Oh god! There we go. It fixed it itself. as I went to fix it. Taking a gander, as you search through based on your previous investigation checks, none of you have any rations, no food, though I will say, Rhett, looking at those gelatinous beads you found earlier, you almost want to eat them.
I don't remember what this is, but you want to eat one?
Sure, I'll pop it.
Yeah, I'll try one.
Alright.
All the kids eating Orbeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get our Tide Pods in.
You popped Tide Pod kids. You pop them in your mouth, and they're kind of chewy, gelatinous, and maybe about 5 seconds later, they burst into kind of this sticky kind of liquid. But as you finish chewing and swallowing it, you notice that you don't feel hungry anymore. As if you are nourished for a full day.
We just took
Like a-
candy from a
like a-
stranger.
It's
Like a
good berry.
yeah, it's like a berry that was very
It's
good.
like a slime bead. Is there any trees nearby or anything?
Taking a look, it's maybe about 40 feet from where you are. A tree line begins and continues to surround this entire lake. The trees here are also enormous, maybe some reaching 100, 150 feet. Seems like a very old forest.
I'm gonna look around for any like tracks of like wildlife or any other people.
Sure, make a survival check. Your bonus is a +3.
I'm gonna head towards the forest line and just say, I'm gonna try and get a better vantage point, and I'll just walk into towards the forest and try to climb a tree when I get there.
All right. As you're trudging towards the tree, it's thanks to your passive perception. You're pretty perceptive, one might say, and you notice that as you're getting closer to the edge of the woods, there are quite a few trees that look perfectly climbable. However, you do notice maybe about 10 foot into the tree line, currently a glowing kind of ball of fire that just seems to float ever so gently.
I'm like
bobbing.
right away out in the wide open too, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn on my heel 180 and just walk right back to the beach.
Okay.
What you see out there?
Some sort of fireball thingy. I couldn't make it to the tree line because I got scared.
Fair enough.
But maybe if you guys want to come with me, we can go together. Unless you have a better idea of what we do. I have no idea where we are.
Ellie's character has tattoos, right?
Yes.
Can I see if there's like any meaning behind them? If I could like read them, or if they're just symbols?
She's kind of got the Triforce on her forehead.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Sure. Make an
I do.
Arcana check. Your bonus is a +1.
I got 6.
6. I'm afraid as you look at them, they look really fucking cool. But no meaning that you can discern. As you all kind of gather what little belongings you have and follow the tallest of your group towards the tree line, you eventually do see where a small little glowing ball of fire, slightly blue, but more gray in color as it just bobs Chaz, you do notice though that it has gotten a little closer than you remember it being. Now it hovering right behind some of the trees at the edge of the tree line.
That thing got fucking closer.
What kind of weapon do I have? You said a dagger, but what was the big thing I'm holding?
It seems to be a very large axe.
Is it like bigger than all of us?
The axe?
Yeah, it looks huge.
It is fairly large.
So like
Definitely
a
two-handed.
Yeah.
Though the wielder of the axe is particularly strong and pretty apt at carrying it one-handed, despite how large it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach the orb.
I'm gonna come with her.
You approach the orb. It just bobs slowly in the air, slowly shifting towards the waterline.
I'm gonna touch it.
I'm gonna pull my flail thing out, and I don't know, start swinging it.
All right. As it takes you a minute before the muscle memory comes back, and your flail kind of begins to swing in the right manner. Ellie, as you reach out and kind of touch just before your hand reaches it, it jumps into your hand, and you take 9 lightning damage.
Oof.
As it begins to shock you, and you feel this almost draining effect, as if part of your life is being drained. And I need all of you to roll initiative.
You know when Mo touches the jellyfish? It's like that.
Yeah. Initiative. What is my initiative?
Hold on. Let me activate the little scene. Drag you guys on there.
Oops.
How does everybody else got these little bubbles? Oh! What was that?
There you go. We'll see you guys are at the tree line, so down here at the bottom. That or something. The little wisp is in front, right here. You can see this.
Okay.
Do you imagine how much health you take or have, Ellie? Or you just took 9 damage and
You
that's
took
all?
9 damage and you don't know how much health you have.
Damage.
So
Oh.
make sure you're keeping track of how much damage you take. I will also be
Got
keeping
it.
track of how much damage you take. Adds a whole new aspect to combat. You don't know when you'll fall. It's just
Do
like
I feel real
Jenga.
hurt or do I feel okay?
Currently, you feel okay.
Okay.
You're not happy. It hurt.
We're not level 1.
but-
That's good news.
Alright, let me just make sure I have all this down so I can keep track of it all. Alrighty. Go to combat. There we go.
Oh my god.
There you go. You can roll initiative now. Your bonuses are Rhett, your initiative bonus is +4. Chaz, yours is +0. Ellie, yours is +2, and Aubrey, yours is +3.
Didn't let me edit it, just rolled.
Oh. That's not what I wanted to do.
Can I?
You should be able to update your. If you right click on your.
You can update your dexterity and it'll change your initiative too.
Yeah, I didn't change it just because I don't know if I have bonuses from something else.
Oh, I see. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did my initiative. I'm just gonna.
Oh, the modifier button. I see.
I rolled a
I-
10.
I rolled a 2.
10, 2.
Yeah, I don't think I can edit
A
it.
2
so you're
plus
gonna-
your
5.
5. Okay. Let me see if I can make it so you guys can edit. Because it would be nicer if you could. Can't even get it to pop out anymore. What the heck?
Oh no, your stream has spoilers. I shouldn't have looked.
Oh.
Uh,
I
I have
mean,
my
didn't even
notepad
notice.
covering his stream, so I.
Yeah.
yeah, my bad. I forgot that it just sees everything. We'll just
that's okay. We'll
hide
pretend we
everything.
didn't see.
I
Player
mean, you
knowledge
don't
versus
know
character
what
knowledge.
all this is, and you don't know why it's there. I only have one map for today, so I just have everything on it. Okay, I can't get the. Oh, there we go. It's like I can't get it to pop out again. Sorry, Rhett, what was your initiative?
I got 5 too.
5 in total.
Yeah.
Okay. Ellie, yours is
Solid initiative, solid.
10.
10. And Chaz, yours is 8.
Yep, I got the +0.
Perfect. Okay. All right. As you reach out and it shocks you, and you pull back, you watch as it begins to get closer and closer and closer, seemingly liking what it tasted and going for more. Keep that. As it reaches for another run, you peek out and you watch as another one drifts out from behind a tree. Maybe about 15 feet further back as well. At which point they're going to go first because they rolled really high. And the one in front of you is going to consume life. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, Ellie. Your saving throw modifier is a +4, and I will say you are proficient.
You said this is a saving throw?
Yes, Constitution.
Throw and proficient. Sorry, I'm writing everything like
Nope,
a
that is all good.
old person. 19.
19. All right, you succeed. So you do not instantly die,
Hurrah!
and instead it's going to make another attack on you.
Fucking rude. So
That
I
is
need to
a
throw another. Or
23
do another.
to hit, which
I'm sure it does.
is miles above AC, and it does another 9 lightning damage.
Lovely. How I feel?
Feel like you might have gotten hit by a charging bull. There's no cars that exist, so I had to come up with a different apt metaphor, but it hurt, and it is stinging. Your arm is going numb. You feel again this slight sensation as it almost drains your life force.
It's kind of rude. Not
And
to bite it back.
the other one is going to shift forward 10 feet. And it is going to attempt to shock you, Chaz.
Okay.
That will hit. So you also take 9 lightning damage as it grasps. It's you feel this little, almost sucking sensation, almost like Harry Potter characters when they see a Dementor. You feel like that kind of sensation, just without the immediate fear.
Okay.
And then as it reaches out and touches you, there's this painful shock that almost locks up your limbs. But that is their turn. There we go. Ellie,
Kind of rude.
what would you like to do?
So that was pretty rude of it. I was just trying to pet it and it bit me twice, so now I'm gonna attack it with my large axe.
Okay. Oh, sorry, yes. Attack roll. I was like, go ahead, make the attack roll.
I'm like, give me the information I need, please.
You have a +5 to hit.
My god. Okay. That's to my,
Your
whatchamacallit? Sorry.
axe?
Yes, like when
Yes.
sorry, my attack bonus?
Yes, that is your attack bonus.
Okay. 16, 21 again?
21 hits. Roll 2d6, I think. Or sorry, it's 1d12? Is it 1d12 for a great axe? I don't remember.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
access 1d12.
Alright, it's 1d12 and you add +3 for your damage
1d12
bonus.
plus 3. 8, 11.
11 damage, okay.
Proficiency bonus is +2.
Brett's doing the math.
I don't even know how to change the proficiency.
Oh, I think you have to change your level. I don't even know
You
how to
do.
do that.
2 is the base proficiency bonus anyways.
Mine says +1.
Yeah, ours
What?
gives us a +1 only.
Yeah.
There's literally no +1.
No, no, because
I
we're
know.
level 0.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
level 0.
Yeah.
I see. See, that
We're
would do
worse
it.
than level 1, but with more health.
Alright, as you slice through it, you watch as it kind of splits the flame in two before it eventually drifts back together. As you kind of finish your first strike, is there anything else you would like to do, or you would like to attempt to do, or...
Do I feel like I could attack again, or?
You feel like you almost could, but something is kind of holding you back. It's an odd sensation.
Experience points.
Not
Or
quite.
critical, maybe.
Yeah.
This great weapon master.
Maybe. Okay, I guess that's it.
Alright. Ending your
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Do I feel like I could disengage?
I mean, you could certainly try it.
I don't know. I don't know if I feel fast enough or not. I'm just gonna wait. I don't want it to bite me again.
Alright, ending your turn, Chaz. What would you like to do?
Do I feel like I can channel some sort of beast in any way inside of me? With a bonus action, maybe, per se.
With the bonus action?
If you'd like to spend your bonus action attempting to channel the beast inside you, you certainly could.
I will try that.
Okay. As you kind of take a moment and focus, attempting to channel this beast inside of you, you all watch as his face gets not quite elongated, but you watch as the hair around it grows bushier, like a mane. You watch as claws are elongated, fangs drop down slightly. You watch as the ears kind of perk up, shifting almost to the top of the head. Seem to have shifted.
Okay. Do I get temporary hit points? Does that happen?
Yes.
Do I feel a little tougher?
You do feel a little tougher. You get 4 temporary hit points.
Okay, and then, what option did I get? I'm assuming you just pick whichever one, because I don't really know what I'm doing, right? Because I don't really know, so...
So you only get one option based on the race. Like the
Okay.
sub-race. You don't get to choose between them each time.
Okay, so, alright.
So you have
Do
an
I
option,
feel like...
but you don't know what
Okay.
it is necessarily.
What... Okay, that's fine.
Hmm.
I did it more for the temp.
That's fair.
I'm gonna try and swing my flail and
Okay.
try and knock that wisp away from my new friend over here.
Sure, make an attack roll. Your bonus is a +4.
plus 4. Okay.
Had to do the math there.
Alright. So. This. And add 2 to it, I guess? Oh, I can do
Yes.
that. There we go. Alright, so. An 11.
11. I believe that doesn't hit.
Okay.
As you swing your flails, both of them kind of rotating at different speeds, you kind of brush through it, and it just kind of shrinks down ever so slightly, passing between both of the heads of the flail before it returns to its full size.
Okay.
Is there anything else? I guess that's your action. And your bonus
Yeah,
action.
I'm done then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is in fact it. Rhett, what are you going to do?
I don't remember finding any weapons on my body, so I'm gonna see it.
I mean,
Unless...
you do have. Sorry, I guess I forgot to mention this when you were doing your investigation check. At your belt, you do have this kind of metal blade that is like circular. And you're not sure exactly where to hold it, as there's no handle, but it does look like some sort of weapon.
Well, first I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't control my token.
Oh, you can?
Oh, no. Oh, now I can. I just wasn't selected. I'm gonna see... Do I feel like some sort of, like, power or, like, focus emanating out of my claw?
Your claw? Question mark?
Yes.
Uh,
Did you say I had a claw on my belt?
No. There is it's like a hand with spirals all around it and 2 eye holes. Here, I'll put in the Discord. I'll put the full-size version of the image so you guys can look at your characters a little bit better. There you go. Full-size characters for you.
I'm just gonna try to see if I can, like, I don't know, this happened really fast, so I'm just gonna see if I can like think through, like, if I can like create good berries or something like that.
All right. As you kind of take your action to attempt to create some sort of good berry or some sort of gelatinous ball, just like you had eaten before, you waste your time focusing. And unfortunately, there's nothing that occurs.
I guess I'll just stay there then.
All right. Aubrey.
How far away am I from the...
There is one about 10 feet in
Fireballs.
front, and then one 15 in front.
I'll give Ellie a little cheer.
What are you saying?
Saying,
What are you doing?
Go, you can do it. Put some stuff in Steven too.
Do I feel inspired?
Shockingly enough, you don't know what it is, but you do feel inspired.
Oh, I was waiting
That's
for
crazy.
this. You just have proficiency with the loot. You're not a bard.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna be like, oh shit.
At least you know what your class is.
Maybe.
Well, part of your class anyways, at least one level. Dude, I don't know when you get that.
Yeah, I don't even have a weapon I know how to use.
Unless DM's being nice with the inspiration there. Just giving it to you.
You're
to
just
throw
gonna
us
have to
off.
figure that out.
He said, good luck.
Yeah, I'll do that and then... don't even know if I want to take a swing at that. I think I'll just get fucked up.
Help us!
I'm fine, I'll come up and take a swing with my rapier.
All right.
As I miss my flail.
As you rush up after giving a small cheer, you pull out your rapier. It is beautiful. The rapier is gleaming. The handle is these kind of intersecting, very like thin but strong bands of metal. It looks very expensive, and as you kind of reach for it and kind of pierce with it, you do have advantage on the attack because Chaz's character is flanking. So you do have, and you also have a plus. Where is it? +2 to your bonus.
Alright, well, I don't
Sorry, wait, +4.
+4.
+4.
+4.
I lied.
You can just roll like slash roll in the chat if you want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
What did you get?
You have advantage.
14.
14.
Plus
And then +4, or yeah, +4 you said?
+2. Or
Sorry, +4. No, it's +4.
+4, yeah. So yeah.
18. As you pierce forward, the little wisp just dances out of the way of your blade. Unfortunately, you find no purchase on it.
What?
Yeah. It kind of
Alright.
just seems to bob in the wind erratically, almost, making it very difficult to judge where it's going to go and predict its movement. That does end your turn, though, unless you want to move anywhere.
I'm good there.
Alright, it is going to, once again, attempt to attack you, Ellie.
It's kind of rude. The wisps never attacked Merida.
That is a
Just let her to the bear.
15 to hit, which unfortunately does hit you.
Okay.
just
Rage.
barely.
You need
Yeah.
to get angry.
Oh, did I drop my note kit? You take 9 more points of damage. You're starting to hurt quite a bit, but you're still up.
What? Wow, you got good. You must have a great constitution.
That does end its turn, though, and the other one is going to float around to you, Chaz.
Son of a biscuit. Got
And
it.
it is going to roll a d20 with no advantage.
Aha, I know what I am now.
There you go. But it does get a 21, which hits. And you also take 9 more points of damage.
Okay. Sweet. So my temp health is gone.
Yes. And then it is also going to, as a bonus action, attempt to consume your life. Oh, wait. Never mind, it's not going to. I lied.
Good.
That ends its turn. Ellie, go ahead.
Man, I hurt real bad. I'm going to try and muster something to heal myself. Do I feel like
What are you gonna?
I can
What are
do
you? What are
that?
you? What are you attempting to muster?
something from inside? Faith, trust, and pixie dust.
You try what you can. Make a Constitution check.
Is that +4 still?
Sure. +4.
Why did you say sure?
Yeah, why do you say sure? Like it's changes.
It's a check. I mean, technically.
That would be 18.
18. All right. You kind of try to well up what.
He's just making things up on the spot.
mean, no
yeah,
head?
yeah, you can do it. You're not gonna heal yourself anyway, so yeah, sure.
You try what you might. Unfortunately, you can't find no reserves, no nothing. Unfortunately, no extra healing. That's your action. Is there a bonus action you'd like to do? I mean, if you really want, you have inspiration. You could attempt to add to that check too.
Oh, no, you're not gonna trick me. I mean, while I'm being tricked, and I should do it. Can
Who
I?
knows?
I don't know what the fuck to do with any
See
of
if
this.
you can rage, maybe.
Oh,
Get really angry. That's
Sure.
a bonus action.
yeah. Can I try to be angry?
You sound so angry while attempting.
I'm mad.
And constipated. That's enough to make anyone angry. You take it
Should have summoned my inner toddler.
as you focus and kind of try to well up some burst of power to recover health. You instead get really angry that you fucking got hit and that you're hurting and that you're fucking getting shocked. You do go into a rage.
Okay. Would you be so kind to let Ellie know what that does, since I always play homebrew and
That's fair.
I don't.
Raging lasts for 1 minute unless you are knocked unconscious. Your turn ends and you haven't attacked or been attacked since your last turn. And you can
Okay.
end it again as a bonus action. You have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks. You get an extra plus due to damage done with melee weapons that are strength based, and you gain a resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and can't cast or concentrate on spells.
Cool.
I hope you wrote that all down because I'm taking notes. There will be a test later.
I did my very best. Might have to Google that later. I wrote down what I could.
Well, unfortunately, you're not a bear barbarian, so.
Guess not. Okay, well, now I'm fucking pissed and I end my turn, I guess.
Okay. Chaz.
Well, seeing as these guys are really having the edge on us and I can't do shit with my my weapon, I'm gonna see if I can channel some sort of healing, maybe a healing word of some sort
Okay.
towards Ellie's character.
Sorry.
Okay. As you kind of attempt to channel some sort of healing to speak some sort of power word, you shockingly discover, Ellie, that you do regain some hit points. You can roll
How
1d4,
many?
Chaz, and add a +4.
5. Unfortunately, I rolled a 1.
Fortunate.
That's okay. That's 5 more health points than I had before.
True.
Alright.
Good way to look at it.
Cleric. I'm gonna try and hit that one that's
The-
between me and the person that's gender unknown to me.
Good to know. Take the attack.
So do I have advantage?
You do have advantage.
Okay.
And here I was thinking you just went healing word because it's the one spell that almost every class can learn if they can cast healing spells.
Well, I was gonna try Cure Wounds because that one would also maybe work, but
That's fair.
it's a +4, right?
Yes,
For my flail
+4.
thingy. Okay. Oh no, I gotta stop throwing or using this thing. I got a 12.
12. Unfortunately, once again, as you swing it back and forth, neither of the balls seem to manage to hit the wisp in front of you.
Okay. Well, I'll just stay there. I'm still like, do I feel really crappy or do I feel kind of okay?
You feel a little hurt. Pretty hurt.
Maybe I should have disengaged then. Oh well. Too late now.
Ready?
That's my turn.
Brett, what are you doing?
I guess I'll flank this one
Okay.
and try to use the blade if I can figure out how to grab it.
Throw it like a frisbee.
Yeah.
You kind of think too hard for a moment, but eventually, seeing your new allies getting hurt, you just go to grab for it, and you notice that you end up grabbing it from the inside and kind of holding it with the blade resting on your wrist, and you feel pretty agile with it.
Right. I'll try to use it to hit.
All right, you do find it actually slices quite nice, and then you go for a couple of quick slices. Go ahead and make an attack. Your bonus
What's
would be
the-
a +6.
Someone's got good dexterity.
Right.
That's for.
Oh, I didn't actually roll it. Oh, whatever. I'll just roll a d20. 20.
20 hits.
Actually, I
Oh,
have advantage.
You do
so I'll
have
just roll
advantage.
again, just 20.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It is 1d4 +4. Or sorry, is it 1d? Sorry, it's 1d6 +4. My bad.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. As you slice into it, it's not quick enough to shrink down, and you're quite dexterous enough to account for the rapid movement it does to attempt to avoid your strike, and you slice through it. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I try to punch it?
You can certainly try. Make an attack.
Or- What is it?
+6.
Are you a monk? A monkey?
Okay.
Come on. 23.
You do have advantage,
Yeah.
but
Crit.
23 does hit.
24.
24. 24 also hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your 1d4 +4.
5.
5 more. No? Alright. It's looking pretty erratic now as it kind of drifts back and forth. It definitely seems to be having trouble holding its form a little bit more. But it is still kind of floating ominously towards Chaz.
I have no weapons because my hands are the weapons.
So it's a monk thing. It's gonna be funny when you're not a monk and
Go to punch
Secret-
it.
Secretly,
sharp
I've just
hands.
been allowing you guys to do any classes feature until you figure out your class.
Well, I tried to cast Goodberry. That didn't work.
Alright. Aubrey, what are you doing?
wild shape coming up.
I'm gonna try and cast Cure Wounds on Ellie. See if I have that.
I have a feeling I know what Aubrey is.
Alright.
Well, I
Uh,
think
as you kind of reach out and touch the currently raging individual, there's a moment before nothing happens.
oh, didn't have that spell prepared or known.
It's not.
Thanks for the effort.
Does that take up one of my actions?
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
That
we
makes
should
sense.
experiment on trees, not against enemies.
Sorry that I had to touch this thing, you guys. I
Um,
thought, first session.
go ahead.
Okay.
Like another little chant. Chaz.
Okay.
Chazzy, you're the best. No, she doesn't know your name, so.
There. Furry guy, you're the best.
Wolf boy,
furry
you're
guy.
the best. You shall put them to the test.
Wow, look at you, cheerleader.
Rhyming. Yeah, I might die, so.
That's all I got.
You do feel inspired, though.
Real poorly.
I am inspired, okay.
Alright. At the end of the round, Chaz, you notice it first, but you hear what sounds like running footsteps. Multiple footsteps beating across the ground. And you kind of, from your vantage point, you watch as 3 individuals come breaking through the forest, breaching the tree line, kind of looking up, and not even noticing you at first, just watching the pillar of blue light that is still glowing from the gem, the crystal at the very center of this lake. Eventually, as one of you gets shocked, they kind of look over and they kind of pull out. Is everything all right? He kind of scrambles for something. Are you those from the lake?
Yes, help!
Yeah.
Your thing bites.
Our thing? What thing?
Ouch!
The wisps.
These torches bouncing around in these fields over here.
Your lightning balls!
They kind of look back behind them. Please tell me you're able! As they use their turn to make their way 30 feet, and then another 30 feet as you watch behind them 2 little winged beasts
Oh, fuck off.
chasing them. Oh, thank goodness we found you! Please, you must help us! They've been chasing us ever since we left the town. At which point, to roll initiative for them.
I'm not trying to be rude, my guys, but I got my hands full right here.
Austin's just gonna kill us in the first one.
I might go down. He said I'm not feeling good and... Oh yeah.
Said all this work I did? What?
Oh god, and they rolled higher too. Alright, at the top of the round are the wisps.
Oh no, here I go. I'm gonna die. All alone.
Yeah, they are going to use its. The one is going to use its attack on you, Ellie, in an attempt to drain more of your life. With a 14, it just barely hits you.
What the fuck? I ain't got no armor on. Okay.
You take it. This time, another 9 damage. What are you at now? You're at what, 31?
What's 20? Yeah, 31.
Nice.
What was your initiative modifier?
Mine?
Yeah.
+2.
Okay. You have a 14 Constitution.
Constitution?
Thanks.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I think so.
Oh,
higher.
I see. You're trying to do math.
Unarmored defense.
Right,
should
yes. I see what you're trying to do here.
I'm just trying to help her. She doesn't know barbarian.
That's part of the fun. Anyways, the other one is also going to attack you, Chaz. It still does not get advantage, as you're able to dodge and weave between handling 2 on either side of you. As it rolls, however, it only gets a 3 plus 4. Yeah, a 7 is not going to hit. And try as it might, you're able to defend it off with the swinging of your flail. That ends their turn. Action. I should have done that. Anyways, the commoners are going to kind of pull up in a squad here. Oops. And then eventually they realize, oh no, the wisps have already found you. And they kind of look back. We're not safe here either. Yeah, that's all they can do. The two little red winged beasts are going to fly closer. Yeah, they can make it. And they're going to take 2 attacks against the commoners. What is a commoner's AC? 10.
It depends if he's wearing armor or not.
These ones are, which you are correct. It does depend on armor. So the first one, you watch as the scorpion-like tail of the imp kind of comes flying down, only to embed itself in some of the armor of the commoner, and he kind of swats it back and fiercely kind of backs closer to you, Aubrey. The other one does manage to find purchase into the commoner's collarbone. Will he survive it? Oh. 1 on the die, which means he does survive it, unless he doesn't survive his Constitution saving throw. God, and like almost min poison damage too. The commoner's still alive.
Nice.
I am shocked. He's at 1 health. You watch as the imp's tail kind of pulses briefly as it retracts, and the commoner kind of cries out, falling to the ground on 1 knee. But that ends their turn. Ellie.
Yes. I am feeling pretty hurty. I am angry.
Thumbs it up.
I'm trying to think on what I could do. Sorry, I accidentally closed my foundry and now it's reloading. I know. Okay, so can I pull out? Could it be a bonus action to pull out some, like an animal bone? I don't know what that does. I'm just fucking guessing,
Sure,
you guys.
sure. Yeah, you can. You can.
Okay.
Go for it.
You
pull out the animal bone.
Okay. I don't know. I don't. Can I crush it in my hand?
Sure. As you kind of pull out an animal bone and look, and you crush it, you feel almost this power.
Okay.
Choose a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you.
Within 30 feet of me?
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Okay. Going to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Watch it just heal it.
I'd be so pissed.
Okay.
So bad.
As you crush the bone and you kind of, in your rage, let out a bellow, you get a slight headache, but you watch as the wisp in its movement becomes absolutely erratic. Its shape no longer the nice fire. It seems to kind of almost be this amorphous, almost like it's panicking. And it is now frightened of you.
Okay. of me.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is your action,
Okay.
I think.
Athens, you're supposed to know this. I don't know anything.
The ability is kind of worded not in the way I thought it was. Maybe it's not actually. Maybe it's not. No, it is just. It's just a bonus action. Yeah, never mind. It's your act. So I will say you feel like you can use your action subsequent turns to continue the effect.
Okay. Question: if I move here, this one doesn't get a attack of opportunity, right? Because I'm still within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move here, and I'm. Can somebody remind me what frightened does, so I don't have to Google it and take a moment to read?
They have disadvantage on attacks while you're within sight, and you have advantage against
Yes.
them, I believe.
Mhm.
Okay, then I would like to attack that one with my big ol' axe.
Sure. As you kind of heft it off your shoulder and bring it down a wide arc, go for it.
Okie dokie, that is an 18.
18, unfortunately, does not hit.
Kind of rude, but I get advantage, right?
You don't get advantage, but you are inspired if you
Okay.
want to use the inspiration.
I would
Is your
like to.
advantage because frightened?
I don't believe Frighten gives you advantage.
It's just
Oh, it's just the
they have
other way.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage
yes.
for them. Okay.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Okay, then I will use my inspiration.
Alright, that is a D6.
Okay.
Maybe? Yes.
So I got a 5.
Alright, so for a total of 23, that is enough to hit. As you bring your axe down, go ahead and roll damage.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
10.
10. With that, as you cleave through it, the erratic form quivering, stuck in place, is unable to dodge. You split it and it just dissipates. No longer threatening.
Ha, get fucked, idiot. And my turn.
Alright, that ends your turn. Chaz, what are you doing? Brett's on deck.
Well, I'm gonna try and hit this thing one more time,
Okay. Go for it.
please. Hit. And advantage, correct? 'Cause,
Yes.
Aubrey's on the other side. Okay. And I'm gonna add my. Is it a D6 for
The
the
D6, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's worth.
Oh, will it even hit? Probably.
Yeah, because 18 missed.
18 missed.
Yeah,
There's a chance.
so you need.
Attack roll saving. I'll just save it, I guess. It's a good point. If they drain me or something, at least I can make a Constitution save and add it to that if I need to.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright, that's your action. Bonus action?
Can I try and do the same thing I did to Ellie, but to myself?
Healing word?
Myself.
You can certainly try. You kind of
I will try.
eat yourself on with some power word. Yes, you can roll a d4 and +4 and heal.
Okay. 7 for myself. Well, that's pretty decent. Now I'm only at 7 damage taken in total. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Ending your turn, Rhett. What are you doing?
I am going to. How hurt does this little ball look?
It looks fairly hurt.
Okay, I'll move here
Okay.
and try to slice at it with my blade.
Alright, roll an attack. It is seemingly slowing down compared to when it first started shocking and consuming life energy. Its form is also definitely not the same perfect flame that it was before.
I have advantage from flanking diagonally.
Yes, you do. You do indeed.
Very good. 20.
20 hits. Aubrey, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
Six,
Oh, okay.
6 damage.
6 damage. That is enough. And with that, as you deftly cleave through it with your blade, you split it once again, and it does not reform. It also drifts off in 2 different wisps.
And then I will move. I moved 20 so far, so I'm gonna move up here
Okay.
and try to punch the imp.
Go for it.
Uh, 9.
9. To hit. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
does not hit. As you go to punch it, it kind of looks at you and just kind of rearranges midair, kind of flipping over your fist, kind of focusing on you now.
Does it feel like I can move more without using action or bonus action?
You do feel like you can move a bit more, yes. Another maybe 10 feet.
Oh. I'll just go right here.
10 feet. Okay. Ending your turn, Aubrey.
Go ahead and come over here, I guess, and attack. Imp.
Sure. Guess I could zoom in.
Would you say I still have any inspiration left in me? Any inspiring words left?
I mean, you can certainly try.
See if you can use the words to damage the people when you hit them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try something, but I'll just hit them with my rapier.
All right, go for the attack.
God damn it.
You have an advantage if you're hitting this one,
Oh, true.
unless the commoners aren't helping us.
You would have advantage, yes. You notice as they had been fleeing, but seeing as you had taken care of it, they pull out a couple daggers and they kind of turn, looking resolute. But that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
23. Was that a D8?
Yes.
6
Plus.
plus.
Oh,
Okay.
+4. No, sorry, +2. Yeah, +2. You're right. 6 damage. Very good.
And would you say I can do anything with my inspiration as I hit them?
Like I said, you
Flourish,
can
perchance?
certainly try.
Try it.
Flourish? Of
I think.
sorts. I'll try to
I don't think it's a
Inspire.
flourish, but I think it's something.
try to inspire myself then.
All right, what are you doing? What are you saying?
Do I have to make a decision on what kind of inspiration?
You gotta at least say something. And I mean, it would probably be better if you tried to do a specific thing with it.
Put a little bit of effort in there, Aubrey. Come on.
No, there's so many. You don't think it's flourish, right?
I think it is either that or it's one of the whisper bard ones.
Yeah, that's the two I'm looking at.
Uh.
But I thought it might be because my sword's really fancy, so I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking, whisper bard, because you look like you're hiding around, but also.
I mean, my flail's really fancy, and I
Yeah.
can't hit shit with that.
Mhm.
So
I just thought it'd be.
might just be a scepter. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like the fancy sword because I would use it for
I think you should try the flourish.
showmanship.
Yeah.
So I'll try the flourish.
All right.
Flourish.
So you're trying to flourish. You kind of attempt to brandish your
nothing happens.
Yes. Interesting. As you kind of flourish,
Interesting.
make a roll a
That doesn't seem like someone
Acrobatics
who knows how
check.
to flourish.
I had to read what
Roll
flourishes
what?
were. Make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
Your bonus to that is a +3.
Should I do the bonus on here? No.
10.
10.
Yes.
As you kind of do a flourish, the imp kind of just dodges your blade. Nothing spectacular happens. That's about it.
Okay.
No other effect.
Alright, next time you gotta try the other one.
So,
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
yeah.
Alright, the commoners, turning around and brandishing what little blades they have, are going to attempt to take swings now. Nice if it gave me there. There we go. Not letting me roll? Well, that's annoying. Alright. Wouldn't let me roll. What the hell, Foundry? Alright, first one is a natural 1. Second one's a natural 19. And the last one is a 9. So only one of them manages to get an attack on the imp closest to you, there, Rhett. And he does 4 damage. It is still alive, still kicking. The imps looking around. What are they gonna do? Yeah, both of them are going to turn invisible and rearrange.
Can we try to get attack of opportunity if when they leave?
It specifies the creature you see for attack of
Yes.
opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. That ends their turn. Is there anything you guys wish to do? They seem to have vanished, gone invisible, and then disappeared from sight. No attacks seem to have happened either, and you kind of look around. Ellie?
So we think that they retreated, that we're aware of?
From what you're aware of, they disappeared and they didn't attack. You're unsure if they're waiting for a better opportunity or if they fled being outnumbered.
How far do I feel like I could move?
You feel like you could move pretty far and then some. Maybe, potentially.
Insightful. Then I would like to move. Can I move here?
You may.
Okay. Can I hold my attack for in case they show back up and they're in range?
Sure, you may indeed. Alright,
And my turn.
Chaz.
I'm just gonna wait with my flail, and just if they come.
Hold
near
your
me-
action as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no bonus action. I'll just wait.
Gotcha. Rhett.
Since I was really close to one, I'm gonna see if I can smell them see where they went.
Okay. Make a perception check.
What
Plus
is that?
3.
I've done one.
Plus 3.
Oh, I just had a brain blast. Okay.
A brain blast?
I think so. I mean, I
Okay.
could be wrong. Won't be the first time.
8.
8. You kind of sniff, looking around, attempting to get some sort of inkling, but you are unable to find any idea of where they are.
Alright, I'll go here and ready an attack.
Okay. Aubrey. You're muted.
I'll do the same. Go up to ready to attack, just slightly farther back.
Okay. As you wait in the corners, kind of look around, uneasy, also kind of readying their weapons. They kind of flank. Actually, they flank this guy because he's the injured one. And they kind of just hold their daggers at the ready, waiting. And as it comes back to their turn, you wait. 6, 12 seconds. You kind of look around. They don't seem to show themselves. For the time being, it seems they've either fled or they're biding their time for the long run.
Alright.
Right.
I'm gonna approach these guys and
Yeah.
ask, what did you mean when you said the ones from the lake or something?
Oh, we saw the beacon. And we were told that we had to rush to ensure that that you were all alright, that you made it out of the lake alright.
The beacon. I'm assuming that's the giant glowing thing in the middle of the
He
lake.
kind of gestures to the giant pillar of light that is still going.
Got
That
it.
beacon, yes.
So what about these, what'd you call them? Wisps? What's their
The
deal?
will-o-wisps.
Do you know?
Yes, they are spirits who have, unfortunately succumbed to, well, most of them are left over from the Lich, back when he had control of this area. Many of the poor unfortunate souls of from Gowald were forced into these vesselless souls, and they now just haunt this wood around this lake in particular, attempting to feed.
What's this lake called?
This lake is Lake Imidelu.
So how did you know that we would be here?
Well, most of us actually didn't. Our village shaman had some sort of prophetic dream that 4 important individuals would arrive. A brilliant burst of light, and we could only assume that it meant the pillar over the lake. Um,
Oh,
what are your names? I'm afraid.
That's kind of the problem here. We don't really remember much.
You don't remember much.
Did I stutter?
By much, he means anything. So.
Not even your names? I mean,
I don't know. Do I look like a Shasta to you? Maybe. I don't know. Like that's. What are you thinking?
well, sorry, I'm just... We've heard so many things about heroes. Those who come from the lake are capable, powerful, important figures to history.
Just because
You're
we
sure you don't
remember
know
our
anything?
names.
What do you mean those who come from the lake?
It's as I said. We were told by our shaman that there would be important people arriving with a pillar of light, and it's not unheard of. Occasionally, there are, at least in stories, there are those who come from the lake and they have impacts on history.
can you take us to your shaman? I think that's enough questions for now.
Yeah, I concur with that.
Go to the shaman for sure.
Of course. We will reconvene. And he kind of looks over at his wounded
Can
friend.
I pick him up and put him on my back?
Yeah. You just reach down, one-handed. I mean, despite the fact that these are fully grown men, you still tower over a couple of them, and you are pretty much capable of picking up one of the wounded guy by his scruff and just fireman, putting him over your shoulder. That works. I was gonna ask if you perchance had any sort of healing or medicine that you could part with for him first. I'm worried that the trip is perilous on the way back, and...
Question.
Yes.
You said I had bandages and stuff in my...
You do.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that those would help? Or not really?
You could... you'd think that it could help at least stabilize him, ensure that he doesn't bleed out, and
Okay.
potentially it could help more.
Did I have... So...
Mhm.
You said I had like a totem thingy in my,
Yes.
like a wolf hyena tooth or something.
Mm-hmm. You have
Okay.
it's like a carved predator beast, somewhere the cross between like a wolf and a hyena.
Okay. Do I think that I can muster up another heal? Maybe like if I touch him and try and heal him, the guy that had like 1 hit point left or something.
You could certainly try.
Yeah, I'll try.
You're attempting to cast Cure Wounds?
Yeah.
Okay. At level 1, I assume? Or are you going to attempt to
Yeah.
cast it higher than you maybe can?
I mean, maybe I'll try level 2, maybe. Actually, no, level 1 for a commoner. One's fine.
Alright, as you kind of attempt focusing on something and kind of reach out, kind of unsure, you open your eyes and you find that he seems to be looking better. Go ahead and roll a d8 plus 4.
Okay. 9 for him.
Oh, well, he's fully healed again. As you take away the hand, the wound is completely sealed. There's no black veins from the poison either. He looks fit as a fiddle, and he kind of wiggles and jumps back down from your shoulder and kind of meekly, Thanks.
Go.
The kind of Connor that you'd been talking to before kind of looks amongst them. Well, even if you don't remember anything, that is clearly some power. Especially if you manage to fight off wisps upon just arriving. Come. We'll lead you back to the village. Kind of turns to them. We'll take the safe route this time. Come, follow us. And he kind of turns around and heads into the woods.
Those
To the woods.
those flying things that went invisible, are they often around here?
Unfortunately, yeah. There are many imps and other fiends that call these woods home. And unfortunately, were we not in a rush, we would have normally been able to avoid them. But we wanted to make sure we were sent out to reach the lake as fast as possible. As such, we attracted a little bit of attention that was unwanted.
What is this town called again?
This town? Oh, the town that we're heading for. This is Earthsaw.
You said Earth Saw?
Earthsar. Irthsar.
Oh, didn't spell that right.
It'd be a miracle to spell it right.
But come, yes. And he kind of leads you into the woods, kind of retracing their steps, but heading more to the north this time. And eventually, as you kind of step into the woods, I would say, Chaz, you and Ellie both notice that it's oddly silent. More silent than... For some reason, it kind of irks you and puts you on edge that the forest is this silent. All but the footstep and the cracking of branches as you, as a group, walk following these commoners.
Can I try and listen closer and see if I can hear? I know my transformation done because I think it's only lasts like a minute or whatever.
Yeah, it only
but
has.
Can I try and hear and see if I can make out anything?
Sure. Make a perception check. +6. And you do feel quite confident in your perceptive abilities.
Do I see any animals? Like, do we see any?
Make a perception check.
Any...
I got a 22.
22. Okay. As you kind of keep an eye out, listen. What did you get, Ellie?
7.
I have a
+4 to perception.
as you kind of keep an eye out and listen, focus more deeply, you hear the occasional wing beat. You hear in the distance the slight rustling of bushes, but there's this almost dead zone in the woods currently, where there is no life. You hear the occasional rustle from the gentle breeze in the leaves high in the canopy, but that's about it.
This place makes me uneasy.
It takes about 5 minutes of careful walking, but eventually you are led to what seems to be a hill in the middle of the woods, and you kind of are led around the hill, and you notice on the far side there's a small kind of bunker door that is currently closed, and they kind of keep an eye out, but begin to unlock it. Pardon me, you watch as they turn a couple locks and produce a key and take off a couple of padlocks before unwinding the chains as quietly as they can. Between the three of them, it takes about, give or take, 3 minutes to completely unbarricade the door, and they kind of just you in. It's dark inside, pitch black. Don't think if any of you.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision.
I should.
I think
if I'm
that's
up.
it.
I got dark vision for sure. Trust me.
Trust me.
Yeah. Chaz, you were the only one who can currently see in. The rest of you, it appears extremely dark. There's this almost damp, musty smell that buffets you as the door is opened, and they kind of reach inside, kind of blindly grasping for something before pulling back a couple torches and lighting them.
Before we light the torches,
Mhm.
sorry, could I try and maybe produce a flame of some sort or something?
Sure, you can certainly try.
I will try.
As you kind of trying to snap or spark some sort of fire in your hand, you try for a couple of seconds before a small flame does appear in your hand.
Nice. Alright. I'll hold it out so people can see.
Okay. With that and the couple torches that they light, they do take some time to close the door and rebind it from the inside this time. But over the course of the next 5 minutes, you eventually get your way down the steps. They seem to be hand carved, and the tunnel itself is very it's well dug out, but it doesn't seem well maintained. You can see where bits of the wall have crumbled. Some of the wood that's holding up the tunnel is kind of rotting. And it eventually does dip down until it's single file, making it kind of uncomfortably tight in the kind of dark space. Is there anything that you guys are doing while you're walking, or are you just walking, following them?
Just walking.
It takes you about 30 minutes at this slow trudging pace in the tunnel before one of the Connors at the front kind of torch out, "Looks like we're almost here." And you guys are led into the this small chamber that's maybe 10 by 10. You can't all fit in there without squeezing tight, kind of shoulder to shoulder. But you can see where a small staircase leads up to a wooden door, and he kind of knocks a couple times. There's a brief silence. "Who is it?" Passphrase. And he kind of gets close to the door and whispers something. And the door is eventually opened, and you can see a fully kitted town guard, piecemeal, that looks pretty worn, but also fairly dented, like it's seen a lot of battles. And he kind of nods, scans over your faces, and looks like we got some new individuals. Welcome. Don't cause any trouble. But he steps aside, and the commoners kind of gesture for it. We'll take you to meet Shaman. Do you have any questions? Or I'm sure if you don't know anything or don't remember, this must all seem quite uneasy, to say the
Well,
least.
we have plenty of questions. I just don't think you can answer any of them.
That's fair. This is a little bit above my pay grade, I might say. Not that we really are paid here, but that's besides the point. Anyways, come. And he leads you, and you find once you exit the tunnel and they close the door behind you, you watch as a couple more hefty locks are put together, and the guard goes back to standing in front of it. You find yourselves in what seems to be a basement. Many tall crates kind of blocking vision from the rest of the room, but you're led through this almost maze of crates to a ladder, and as you head up the ladder, you find yourselves exiting a cellar door above ground, noon, sun high in the sky, and you find yourselves in what seems to be the middle of the village. Quite a few... not the music, go on.
Battle music.
Suddenly, all the townsfolk pick up their pitchforks and run at you. No, it is much calmer than that. You find most of the townsfolk seem to be going about their day. As you all exit, you definitely garner a lot of attention. A lot of people are kind of excitedly whispering to each other. A lot of the kids wide-eyed and kind of pointing, and see a couple of your weapons and immediately scramble for like stones and sticks that are similar and begin like having like this practice battle and with so much vigor. A lot of the folks around you seem ecstatic, and a couple of them almost cry tears just upon seeing you. It's unfamiliar, but you're led deeper into the village until you find this single-story, kind of almost like a cylindrical building with a square top, like a pyramidal top. It's kind of a bit of an odd geometry choice to put together, but the commoners just kind of knock on the door and say, "We've brought you some guests." There's a brief clatter from the inside as and a curse, but eventually the door does open. And you're met with what seems to be a younger female elf. You can see kind of this very neatly braided hair that kind of trails down and just rests on her shoulder. You can see these kind of widow peaks, almost like cataract eyes, despite how young they look. You can see this quite beautiful, flowing, kind of pinkish dress that seems to be made of this sturdy material. It's very unlike anything you've seen before, but she kind of looks excited. Welcome! I am so excited to see that you've arrived safely. You did arrive safely, I presume? Were there any troubles at the lake in getting to them in time? Their goal? He kind of looks back. We did catch the attention of some of the imps, but we made it to them before, and the combined sheer amount of people seemed to help drive them off. Unsure if they followed us into the tunnels, but I would just have Leon just do a quick scan. Better to be safe than sorry. She kind of nods to herself. Yes, that is indeed it. Please, join me. Thank you for delivering them. Come. Welcome to Ethzar. I'm sure you have many questions. Please, join me. And she kind of gestures into her humble abode.
Does she have a mirror anywhere that we can see?
Taking a quick look, there does seem to be a small kind of oval mirror hanging on the wall.
Can I look at myself and see if I have any wolf-like features?
Sure. You take a moment, kind of pick through, kind of open your mouth and look in your. No, don't seem to
Okay.
see any wolf-like features. No.
Do I see any wolf-like features?
Taking a moment as well to kind of look in the mirror. I mean, not particularly. I mean, looking, you do seem to have like more kind of bestial ears almost, and unlike the rest of the people that you looked around, you do notice that your hair kind of comes out in almost like the mane around your face. But besides that, you don't see any particularly wolf-like features.
Okay.
So am I a human? Like would I recognize myself as
Based on
human
from
in
what you
race?
see, you do see to be human, from best you can tell.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing fantastic, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I'm just putting together the things.
I see.
I got like 2 pages of notes already.
Oh wow. She kind of gestures to a small table and takes a pot of already steaming water and pours a couple of cups of tea and spreads them out. I assume you have questions. By all means. Introductions first, I suppose. My name is Alanvi. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, after all. Who might I be in the presence of?
So that's the thing. We don't really know.
You don't really know, as in you don't know where you are? Or...
When we woke up on the beach with zero memory of anything of who we are, our names, our past.
Oh. That's quite peculiar, after all. I mean, I don't know anyone else who's ever come from the lake, but I assumed that you would have had some knowledge.
Yeah, it would have been nice to know why the fuck we were brought here, but I don't know. None of us could remember anything.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know. I can't answer to your purpose. Well, this is awkward. I assumed you'd have a little bit more of a starting point than I did. I don't know why you're here, unfortunately. Just that you would arrive. So you don't remember anything? Like,
Nope.
what you can do, where you're from, your family, your
Well,
names?
From the times of us waking up, I think we've pieced together a little bit about what we can do, but not much.
Good. That shows a sign of good adaptability. Much needed in these times, but... Well, let's start with you then, instead of starting with me. Do you have any questions for me?
So can you do like spells or something?
I do have some spell capability, yes.
You got any like
Memory spells?
Unfortunately, nothing so fitting. I merely help heal and help guide the people to a better future. That is my
You
ability.
heal people?
Yes, I use
Yeah.
the
Memory
natural
loss.
remedies provided to me, and I am capable of doing many things, but for anything strong enough to heal memories or the heads, I would need some time.
I think we might have some of that.
Well, I
have
guess yes. If you have no goal or drive, then yes, you might have quite a bit of time. Perhaps you might be able to find some ways to spend that time while I am figuring out what I might need. By asking the the elder or the guard of the town. We have been having some issues, so I mean, if you are as fabled as I have been led to believe, then perhaps you might be the star this town needs to guide us to the future.
So where can we stay? You know?
Oh,
You got like a can we hang out
yes.
here with you? You got a bunk bed?
As
we
with
can.
not knowing who we are, we also have no money.
Yes, of course. No money is no issue. We don't use coin here in this town. Everything here is by merit and by bartering trades of service. So many folk here will have things that you can get from them for perhaps a little help. As for lodging, I'm sure we can find a house or two to provide for you, especially being as you are capable individuals, and I'm sure any incurred costs will be easily handled. So, yes, I will send someone to get that ready for you. And she kind of leans down and picks up a straight piece of paper and just kind of scribbles a message on it. Just one moment, and heads over to. You can see where this wall of shelves and there's beakers and vials, all filled with this clear liquid and floating pieces and pieces of animals, and you can see a couple of eyes. You can see some fur, some talons, some shavings. Hanging underneath are all of these plants and herbs that seem to be of dried, and she kind of grabs a couple. Perfect. And you watch as a spark of magic kind of envelops all of the things she'd grabbed plus the letter, and it just vanishes. Hopefully that made its way to the correct individual, and they should have something ready for you by the time I'm done with you. After all, just being in your presence, I've been inspired, and I actually already have an idea of some of the things that we can try to help jog your memory. Though, it will require you to gather a couple of materials that I don't have on hand, if that is amenable to you, of course.
If it helps us figure out who we are, then I'm all for it.
Gung-ho for that.
Perfect. Yes, these should be able to help restore you to a previous, ability. Do you know, if you've lost your knowledge, do you know much about spells or, the workings of the arcane and divine?
I was able to produce some sort of healing effects when we were fighting in the
I've got
forest.
some bones.
Well,
I tend to inspire people.
Interesting. Yes, I can see that you are definitely struggling with your memories. That is okay. We can find some stuff that will help you. How good are your memories? Do you have something to take notes with by chance? I can give you a list of things that will help.
List would be good. List, yeah.
Perfect. First off, you're going to need some flux sage. It grows actually pretty close to the Lake Imedelu that you came from. Next, you're going to need some ruby grass, which comes from another area to the south of the village. You're also going to need some sabiosia, which is a wonderful herb for promoting healing, as well as some would corarium or swamp sage be better here? Maybe even nettle borage. Ooh, actually no. We're going to go with some spark clary to help spark your healing. Yes, that sounds like it would help quite a bit. Yes, yes indeed. Do you have those ingredients? Yes?
Where is the spark clary?
You will find that one closer to the west, closer to where the sloping ground becomes more mountainous. It is said that anywhere the lightning strikes, some spark clary will grow from the
And where did you say Sabiosa was?
Sabiosia. That will also grow in the mountain. However, that will grow closer to the peaks. It is a kind of purple flower that blooms in the evening, and is said to call upon the restorative properties of the moon. I'm hoping that by combining these 4 restorative herbs, we might be able to help jog your memory. Yes, that seems plausible, no?
Good, yes. Now, do you have a quick sketch kicking around of what these things look like?
Yes, I can provide that for you, and kind of does a quick sketch. Takes a couple minutes to provide you with a couple of sketches of the plants.
Nice.
And where did you say the flex sage was?
Black Sage is close to Lake Imidelu, where you supposedly
Where'd we
were coming from.
Do any of these names or pictures ring any bells to me? Like, do they maybe trigger anything?
Make a nature check. +0.
Okay. 1.
1. Unfortunately, nope. Not one bit.
Can I see if there's any like residue of anything like in the beakers I have?
Sure.
If they were used to make anything like a
Make-
potion or anything.
Make an Arcana or nature check.
Which one's higher?
They're the same. Actually, for you, maybe not. Nope, they're the same. +1.
Would you
Yes.
mind looking at something that I brought with me and telling me if you might recognize what it's used for?
Sure, I can certainly lend my capabilities if possible.
Can I pull out my kit with like my vials and herbs and my like mortar and pestle?
Yes. Oh,
I got
This.
15 on the Arcana.
okay. This seems to be a standard herbalism kit, actually. Often used in potion making or small poultices for healing. Can also be used to stabilize or heal someone's wounds occasionally. Very handy, yes, especially for surviving. A 15. Taking a moment to kind of inspect your kit, seems to be like one of them has some residue. You kind of sniff it and you catch a smell of like a little bit of smoke smell. You're unsure of necessarily what it could have been, but there does seem to be some residue within the beaker.
I'm gonna ask her, like Ellie did, if she recognizes like what the beakers and stuff would be used for.
Of course. And she kind of takes a moment to look at them. Yes, this seems to be an alchemist kit, used for brewing potions of all sorts, and, or making concoctions that can, aid you in and out and about. I mean, I use mine to make the occasional potion. Nothing fancy, of course, but I make do with what I can when we harvest.
Are there any animals in this room? Or spiders or anything?
You take a quick glance. There's a couple of animal parts. A couple of dead animals. Like a couple of dead rats in the corner that surprisingly don't have a smell. And you do see like the occasional bug, yes?
I'd like to approach a bug
Okay.
and try and talk to it.
Okay.
And I'll just say, hello, little bug. Do I get anything from that?
As you walk up to the bug and kind of speak to it, you wait a moment. It stops on the wall as you approach. Kind of the little six-legged insect, and kind of you can see the little beady eyes watching you. And as you speak, it just stands there watching you, and then continues to crawl.
Okay.
I'm gonna play my lute in the streets. Purely so I can see what my Chris.
What are you doing with your loot? Just making a performance check?
I'll tune it. I'll tune it first. And
Okay,
then,
okay, you tune it. Deftly, your fingers, without even like thinking about it, just go through the motion of tuning it as you listen. And you begin to strum a little bit and play.
I'll just hum and play.
Okay, you know what? I guess
See what comes
make
to
a
me.
performance check. You can add a +4.
Okay, interesting.
You feel somewhat proficient with the lute.
Nice. Good old 10.
It takes you a little bit. You overthink it a little bit, and the music kind of comes out in this kind of rigid. It doesn't have the same flow that you might have been hoping for. It's a little stop and start, start and stop and go, whatever the saying is.
Can I approach the shaman lady
Mhm.
and ask her? I'll say, where can I get a drink? And also, could you spot me some money or goods or something so I could have a
We
drink?
don't use money here.
No, that's what I'm gonna play for. I'm gonna go get us drinks. I'm just warming up for when we go to them.
Well, like I mentioned, we don't
Performance will
use
get us
coins,
drinks.
so unfortunately I can't spot you any cash. And as for a drink, pardon me. I clearly did not sleep very well last night. Too busy wondering when you guys would arrive. But I mean, there's really only one place here for if you're looking for a drink. I mean, it's just the bar down the road. No name for it. I mean, there's only one of everything here, so there's no need to name anything really in this town. Everyone's just... It's just the bar.
Would you, oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Would you like to accompany us? Perhaps show us the way?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. It gives me much more time to learn a little bit more about your perks and, personalities. Even if you don't know anything, I mean, you clearly have some sort of instinctual personality, it seems. Clearly an intriguing case.
Where's the closest town besides this one?
The closest town besides this one? Well, that would be, well, if you're talking about the ruins of one, that would be Gowald. But, if you're talking about actual towns, that would be Athenasko. It's about 5 days' travel. we don't see them very well. We hardly ever see them, actually. The gates remain closed 90% of the time here, so no individuals come or go. It's just us.
Does that name ring a bell at all? The name of the towns?
Make a history check.
0, I'm assuming.
For you, history is actually +2. You shockingly seem to be able to think back historically, despite not knowing anything, quite well.
Interesting. Still got an 8 though.
8. Unfortunately, as you think back, none of those names sound at all familiar to you. But
Okay.
as you kind of gather your things, and Alanvi gathers hers, she begins to lead you down the road. Despite it being midday, you guys are kind of flanked on either side by crowds that kind of just watch as you walk. Almost like this island among the meager crowd of individuals in this town that seem to kind of stop and watch as you walk past before they eventually kind of close back and just continue walking, but almost continuing to look back and not really paying attention to where they're going. But you are eventually led to a fairly large 2-story building. You can see as you enter what seems to be a staircase that leads up to a kind of loft-like upstairs, where you can see a number of tables, as well as a number of tables at the bottom, and a fairly big bar that's kind of well-stocked, with lots of barrels at the back. Pretty much no one currently is in the bar at all, but Alanvi kind of just comfortably walks up to the bar and knocks a couple times, and eventually a fairly stocky, heavy-set older man kind of waddles out from a door to the back and kind of looks, "Looking mighty early for customers. What do you want?" Well,
Drink would be nice.
Round of drinks.
kind of just goes, gets 4 glasses, heavily sets them down. The liquid kind of sloshes out. Alanvi kind of gives him a nod and kind of turns to you. "Well, you've made it safe and sound. Do you need anything, or?" No?
I don't think so.
Wonderful. I will be heading back. If you know where to find me, then talk to either Leon or to Demetrius, and they can help you get sorted in finding a way to get to the herbs that you'll need.
I'm just gonna keep drinking my drink.
That's good.
Finish it.
She drops a couple of herbs on the table and gives a nod to the bartender, or the barkeep. Take that for their drink. I'm sure they will be able to provide you services later, but for now, it's on me. She kind of gives you a nod.
What did she pay with?
It seems like a bundle of herbs. I mean, you could go to make a nature check if you would like.
I'm okay.
Alright, she kind of gives you a nod. I expect great things from you. And, see me when you either need more work or, have the herbs, and, we can see about getting you restored. Good luck! And she kind of glances out. And with that, I think that's where we will end for tonight. Unless you guys had any burning questions that you wanted to... conversations you wanted to have with each other. Things you wanted to try.
I think we'll get rowdy next time at the bar.
Woo!
Can I just
rowdy.
investigate my little scepter thingy again? The flail that I was
Sure, you may.
Take a closer look at it.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
It's 0, right?
Yes, it is.
I'll ask if Ellie's character will help me look at it and see if she maybe recognizes anything.
Okay.
As well.
Can I help him look at that?
Sure. You have advantage then. Or you can roll individually. Your choice.
Which would you prefer?
Do you know what your
Plus
investigation-
1.
Can I help her?
I mean, sure, if you
Or
wanted.
no?
It's like, I don't know what this is. Could you look at
Mm-hmm.
it? Okay.
I'll try and.
That's a 3, so.
Thank God you have advantage.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay.
Nice.
Taking a look at it. Actually, okay. Taking a look at it, you do notice that, like before, the actual flail's kind of handle, the entire stick is a skeletal arm that has been either painted or is made of gold, and it's holding on to this kind of bow-like rod where the two kind of spiky flail heads are resting. And actually, as you kind of inspect them, you notice that there's almost a symbology where there is a kind of ring around the center. What's the center line of the Earth? The equator.
Equator?
Equator.
The equator of the flail heads has like this groove that has been painted black, and you notice that there's almost like, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what it looks like necessarily, or what it might be attempting to portray. But I'd say with the 20, something does jog your memory, and I would like you to make a religion check. Your bonus is +3, and you are
Wait.
proficient.
Is this Ellie?
For Ellie, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You said, and I am proficient?
Yes.
Does that mean I get to roll with advantage?
No. That means your proficiency bonus is added, so it's a 3 instead of a +1.
Okay. I don't remember
Nice try,
how
nice
to play
try.
this game half the time. 14, 17.
17. You're not sure where the knowledge comes from, but the symbol looks like something that you saw ages ago. And it's just, despite being unable to remember anything, and when you try to think back, there's like this dull ache where the memories are just out of reach. But as you kind of look at the symbol and inspect it, something slips in, and you, in your mind's eye, you can see this image of a skeletal hand holding a bow, and resting on the edges of the bow are 2 scales. Not spiky flail heads like this weapon that you're currently inspecting is, but 2 scales, like balances. And you get a single name that comes from your mind, and it's Kelemvor.
How do you spell that?
Kelemvor. You're not sure how you know this, but... And remembering causes a immense stab of headache-like pain. But it's over in a flash.
Okay, I relay that information and I pound my drink.
Do I know what that is?
Hearing the word, definitely you feel some sort of kinship with that word. You're not sure why. I'd say because she jogged your memory, you can also make a religion check if you'd like.
Okay.
or a history check.
What would my religion modifier be?
+2. You are proficient.
Okay. They're both the same then. 19.
All right. Well, didn't expect this to happen yet, but as she mentions Kalimvor, there's a moment where you're unfamiliar with it, but yet there's this kinship that you feel. And you rack your brain, and you attempt, you struggle, you mentally try to grasp whatever memory you can that will give you some slight hint as to why this feels so right, hearing that name. And you look, and out of the corner of your eye, you just catch a gleam from some light sparking off your weapon, and you kind of just hold it upright, and the flail balls kind of just settle, held down by gravity, and you look, and those lines almost do remind you of scales if the tops of these flails, the heads of the flails, weren't there. And the more you think about it, the more this sounds exactly like the symbol that Ellie had described. And it's almost like a slight burst of, like someone just turned on a hose and turned it off briefly. A small jet of water or memories flows. You do take 10 psychic damage.
10?
10.
Holy.
Damn.
Jesus.
And you double over immediately. Hands on the head, one keeping you upright. And it hurts so much. But as the pain slowly turns into a dull headache, you remember slightly, a little, about Kalimvor and why that name means so much to you. Kalimvor, the Judge of the Fallen. And it's like it's like that slight stream memory. You grasp one, you just remember something little, and it unearths and brings forward just another little bit. And you remember running. You remember others running with you. Like a lot of people, maybe 20, 30, 40. From woods to woods, across the plains. You can almost see it. You can't quite see their faces, but you can see the same piecemeal leathers lined with fur. You can see what seems to be just in your head. You can just barely see, like, long bestial ears. You can hear the occasional growl that aches in your chest so much for some unknown reason. And you remember the rites that you used to do whenever someone passed away. You would complete these rites in the name of Kalimvor. And just as you remember that, the memories slip away, almost like they're walled back up, and the headache just gets deeper and deeper.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I probably couldn't contain the pain because that's a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. And I guess I'll grab my head and then I'll tap the bar and say, give me another drink.
And kind of looks a little weirdly at you. Now that I think about it, I don't really know who the fuck you are. and slams down another drink in front of you, some of the ale splashing onto your hand. Nor does it
Welcome to
fucking
the
matter
club.
unless you pay, so...
What did he say? Sorry.
He said, doesn't really fucking matter unless you can't pay.
And I'll drink to that.
And with that, I mean, unless someone else wants to do something
sorry,
there,
guys.
but
I didn't know it was gonna happen.
I did
Oh,
not.
that's good. That's good.
I did not expect the little hint there to get out yet.
Couple of high rolls.
Yeah, a
Don't have
couple
any
of
those tonight.
clutch
Now
high
I am
rolls.
really now I'm confused about what class I am.
I think you could be cleric still.
I
I
thought I,
have
was
an
druid.
above board question. Is any of our classes or anything homebrew at all? Or is this straight out of the book? Come on, Athens.
Where would be the fun if I told you that?
I'm still not gonna know what the fuck I am. I'm fucking,
He's like, what do you
I'm,
want to do?
I'm fucking flipping. I thought I had a brain blast and
Brandon,
Shows the book. I mean, you can hunt if you'd like to figure out what you guys are. I will say, part of what I
Definitely
did,
hunting. Don't worry.
part of what I did, and part of what Yo, who was the artist, did, was mess with perceptions a little.
yeah. Well, I thought I was a druid, for sure.
I mean, maybe you
Because
are.
I cast produce. Did I cast produce flame?
Yeah, it's
You did?
produced flame, supposedly.
Okay. Well, then I have to be at least one level of druid.
Well, you could take magic initiative or initiate or whatever.
That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't even know what level we are.
Yeah, don't know level, don't know how much health you have, you don't know how close you were or how far you were from dying. It's great.
Yeah,
It's
that's one
hilarious.
thing we need to establish is like what level we are.
I think we can deduce it.
We're less than 5, for sure.
Yeah, definitely less than 5.
I
But
think I have a
Definitely-
good idea.
it's 3 or 4, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4.
At least 3. With your 4.
If
Yeah.
we have an idea of what we are, could we ask you like DM or no? That would be
I mean, you can
too-
DM your ideas.
But will you confirm or deny?
No.
You can certainly try and find out.
Yeah.
Where'd be the
Yeah,
fun if I
I
just
don't-
told you everything?
It's
Think of
way
how
harder
many
to
wasted
make a
actions
character
you'll
D&D
have.
Beyond when you don't know what you
I know. I'm the only one that attacked anything for the first like 2 fucking things. Well,
Yeah, it's
not.
gonna
I mean,
the
I was
try,
attacking.
but-
I just couldn't figure out what the attack was.
At
Yeah, I
least
didn't
I
know
know
I had a
have
weapon.
I have 2
Really?
spells that I can cast for sure that can help the party. So at least that's good.
Healing word?
Encouraging.
Cure wounds, let's go.
So I'll try turning into an animal next session and see how that goes.
I swear to God, if I'm not a bard, I'm just gonna fucking turn my
I'm so excited just
Didn't you-
when you
well, you
finally
did
reveal
bard.
everything about you guys.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what I'm
definitely
saying.
you're definitely a bard unless it's super who.
At least a
super
little
stuff.
bit of a bard. Yeah.
I mean,
you
don't
might be
forget,
like-
don't forget, there is the feat that gives you bardic inspirations.
I
What's that?
forgot about that.
But when can you get your first feat?
Just prank him so
Level
hard.
4.
You can get it at level 1
God.
depending on your race and your back
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I swear to God.
Yeah, he's custom lineage. That's why we couldn't tell what gender he was.
Next, I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do next time.
Wait, which
Start
feat? Is
casting
there
fireballs at things.
I don't think there's a feat that gives inspiration, is there?
I thought there was. I think
I
it's
don't
in
know.
Tasha's, isn't it?
I was trying to persuade her to see what my charisma was,
Oh, I did not pick up on
but it
that.
never. You just were like, yeah, sure, I'll walk you to the bar. I don't care. Yeah, I'll pay for you
She
guys.
said, okay. She's
I was
pretty
like,
easy
"Ah,
going.
That's why I
It's
just
so
started
easy.
playing music in the streets randomly.
Yep. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Alrighty. Well, I mean, do you have other questions? Or.
Can I investigate or like try to? I don't really understand the bag of bones thing. Are they all different, or will I always cast the same spell? or whatever effect.
I mean, you
or-
take a look through it, and it's a hand-woven bag, and inside of it are a bunch of animal bones, all different shapes and sizes, all different dyes.
How many are in there?
There are.
Did I run out?
There are 12. Oh, 11 now.
Because I broke one.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
I will
Figure
say,
that out later then.
all of your character art does have hints to things.
Can I get a high-res version of my artwork so I can
Yeah,
put my D&D Beyond character portrait?
Yes, I can send you guys some high-res versions. Yo, the artist, did beautiful, way too big. Oh my god, it was 12,000 by like 14,000 pixels, and I was like, this is so high res. It's crazy. But yes, yeah, I can send some high res art.
And I never was like the one that you sent of our characters in our Discord. Like it didn't load for me.
Oh, it didn't
Did
load?
it load for anybody else?
Yeah, you have to open it, like, go open original.
Oh yeah, this
That's
is the high res file, so you'll have to do open
Yeah.
original to see the. full.
Oh, damn.
How do I do that?
Click
Should
on it,
pop up.
Load it,
and then hit
reload
open
it.
original.
Mine is just a poopy emoji.
There,
When
click
you
on it.
click that, it should say open original.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, I think I know. I think I somewhat know what Ellie is, but I don't know for sure.
I'm curious to see what you guys all think you and each other are.
Well,
I think Aubrey's a College of the Whispered Bard. That's my.
I think
guess.
Aubrey's a
Listen.
bard, don't know what kind. I think Rhett's a monk. I
Yeah,
think.
College of the Wizards.
Well, we already know that Ellie's at least part barbarian.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I thought
mhm.
I was the totem
I think I'm a druid at least
thing.
at one level.
I think
Yeah.
I'm probably an open hand monk just because of the hand thing, but I thought about it.
You look at. Oh, that's. I see. Yeah, that's a fair guess. I have a giant book. I'm probably like cleric, druid, multi-class. Is there multi-classes? Can you tell us that?
Can't tell you anything. You'll have to find out.
Worst. We're gonna stick to the one thing that we know and never find out.
There's
Yeah,
a
we're
lot
gonna
of
get
cool
to
little
the
things,
one.
and I'm like, I wonder if this will ever come up.
Yeah, there's so many features that you wouldn't know unless you
Yeah,
just guessed.
yeah. So
Can I
I have to try some.
We're gonna have to go hunting.
Let's just go find some mannequins and start punching and doing
Exactly.
things.
We got a training ground.
Yeah, and then I can spend key points and we can see how much, what level
Exactly.
we are.
What about my
Oh, yeah, key
tattoos?
point. Can I try and cast healing word on myself for a level 2?
sure. You
I'm gonna do that.
Do it again.
recalling the word, the power that you used before to heal. You try to increase the power output. Roll 2d4 plus 4.
Alright. We're gonna test right now what level we are.
You're gonna cheese.
Crazy ass escape room.
I guess you could have done cure wounds. Would have been more efficient. Oh,
I just wanted to be quick, I guess. After I finished my drink, I said, fuck, and it healed me. I'm still pretty hurt, actually, though.
Yeah, you took a lot of damage. So did Ellie.
Yes, I did.
I like how you guys just, in character, would just be like, you. Yeah, you. You. Okay, yeah, you. No names.
We should probably just establish names.
Yeah.
Did you want us to
Yeah, we
name
should probably
ourselves,
we should
or
probably name
That's up
name
to you
ourselves,
guys.
At least in the interim.
I wasn't sure if you had given us names, like we had names already that.
Yeah, I
like,
didn't know if
could
we
come up,
remembered our names or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You. Get over here, you.
We need to go find us a mom to give us a name.
We just gotta start
You should ask the
hunting.
shaman lady to name us.
We be your mommy. Got a bard. I mean, can make it happen.
True.
Oh, my tattoos. Can I
Yes.
look at them and see if I know what they mean?
Sure, you can look at some of your tattoos. Let me pull up your
Okay,
art.
what they mean.
The Triforce.
What's this fucking thing on my forehead?
Alright.
Is it magic?
Looking, well, I mean, you can't quite see what's on your forehead. You would have seen it in the mirror, though.
Yeah.
On your forehead is a 3 spiral triangle. There is 3 spirals that kind of come out from one singular point in the center. There are a number of intricate tattoos that are placed all around your body. A lot of interwoven loops and triangles. I will say make an investigation check. 15. Okay, that's enough. While you're peering around your body and looking at all the tattoos, you find one that sticks out. One that catches your attention. And you notice it only because you kind of pull down some of your furs,
Garp.
and you notice that directly on your kind of heart is this intricate 4 circle loop. It's got like 4 circles. It has a bunch of arrows and kind of intersecting lines crossing it, spanning across basically your entire chest. It's maybe like an entire palm for you across in diameter. And what really catches your attention is the fact that it's just faintly pulsing in time with your heartbeat.
Does it feel magical?
I mean, based on the fact that it's pulsing with glowing energy, you gather that it is magical, yes.
So it glows, okay.
Yes, it does glow.
Okay.
I will say with your
I just wanna
15, as you finish checking the rest of your tattoos that are scattered across your entire body, that one does not look like the others. Sorry, did you have something to say, Rhett?
Yeah, I want to try something.
Okay.
I just noticed my belt,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to create a puff of wind or something in front of me. To see if I have a connection to any of the elements.
Okay, interesting. Okay. As you kind of focus, make a Kana check or a nature check, your choice.
$15.
15. As you kind of focus, trying to get some sort of gust of wind, you focus intently, and there is a small gust of wind that comes from the backside, but not from the front.
I think I'm open hand then. I think the 4 things was misdirection.
I have no clue. The 4 things. Oh, like on your belt? Your
Yeah,
belt
like
buckle?
4 elements.
Do I have a book
Uh,
on me? Because I don't remember you saying I had a book when I...
you do take a moment to kind of look around, and you do find you do have a book kind of holstered on your side.
Can I look in it?
Nah.
As you open the book,
Completely blank.
you find that there are a number of scribbles, of symbols, as you look through it and kind of take a moment, it kind of, you feel like this double vision almost, in that it looks right to you, but almost doesn't look right. Doesn't look correct. But it takes you a little bit before you can begin to read it and kind of jog your memory enough to understand it. And it seems to be talking about rituals, about different herbs that can be used to cleanse spirits away from resting habitats. There are rituals, as you continue to read through it, about interring the dead and other things. But as the rest of you look over his shoulder, you notice that none of the symbols or the weird kind of flowing text makes sense to any of you.
Perhaps it is druidic? I don't know.
Just a different language?
Or just a different language?
Or we just can't read?
We're all illiterate.
Ellie's camera.
What's wrong with my camera?
It's big again.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Hey, Lilac, hair. Do you want to try to spook me with some whispers by whispering in my ear?
Whisper in my ear. Just whispering. He's talking to you, Aubrey.
What?
Do you want to try spooking me with some whispers in the ear?
Oh, okay.
If you spook me, I'm allowed to punch you once to see what happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just in the middle of the bar.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Oh no. I'm gonna choose to fail a spell if it's a spell save.
So what are you're just talking to him? Or
Yeah, just whispering dark things in his ears.
Okay. You over the course of a few minutes, you eventually realize that you are feeling absolute terror
Nice.
and feel the need to get out of their sight immediately.
I'm tired. I'm scared. I'm just gonna go run. Run outside.
You run outside in a panic, and the townsfolk kind of jump back a little bit as you burst out the door. The panic's not fading, and you kind of just look around and are you just continue running, or?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
was gonna say, I knew it. He's scary. I'm just gonna keep running.
right, you just sprint 80 feet for 6 seconds, just zooming. Yeah. You find a small hiding hole and kind of crouch behind some bushes where you don't think he'll find you. And over the course of an hour, you eventually lose the fear that had gripped your heart.
Like that.
The rest of you spend an hour unsure if he will come back.
Oh,
Or not.
I wanted to try and track him.
I mean, you can try and track him
Uh-huh.
if you'd like.
After the hour's up, I'm gonna come back and be like, "Yep, it's time for you to get punched."
You got me so confused now, Boston. Like, I have no fucking clue about anything.
I'm at least kind of getting.
I think at least he. We're here solving things.
I thought, can I try to
Through
turn into an
science.
animal? I'm gonna just try and.
We're in this
channel
bar
my-
just fucking shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're all just having
This poor bartender.
I'm gonna try and turn into
Fuck
like a
are
mouse.
these assholes doing now?
He's a little grumpy.
Channel my inner rat.
Alright. Make a nature check as you channel your inner rat.
To 0, right?
Yep.
8. I'm so bad.
As you channel your inner rat, you focus with all your might. Nothing.
Oh no.
I think you need to channel something else. Something
Like
divine.
divinity.
maybe.
Yeah, the problem is.
That's the damage.
Wait a second.
Alright, I
1
think
second.
We should probably end it before we figure everything out. Just by...
yeah.
We're like.
Aha.
We're going around too hard.
I see what you did, Austin, you little sneaky snake.
What did I do? Maybe you just didn't roll high enough.
I'll DM you so then I don't spoil it in case.
Alright. I'll see how close you are to actually being right. I'm curious.
Probably not that right, but we'll try it.
Alright. With that, as you guys have fucked around in this bar, left the poor barkeep to just be completely done with your shit, we are gonna end off. Thank you for joining for session 1.
Thanks. That's a good start.
Yeah,
Yep.
you guys have found out a lot more than I thought you would in the first game.
We spent the
Well,
last
it's nice
like
playing with everybody for
30.
once.
Like, we had
30.
absolutely nothing.
We're like, okay, we're
you-
gonna just blast
you-
stuff tonight. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
We had to make
Yeah.
up for time.
But yes, hopefully you'll start finding out some of the fun stuff next time.
Yes.
Sounds ominous.
I like to be a little ominous.
He's always ominous.
What's DMing without a little ominous, ominousity? I don't think that's English. We're gonna move on from that.
Alright. Then I'm gonna
Thank you,
log
thank
now.
you. Okay, bye.
Same.
See ya.
See ya.
Boop 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 boop.